Hello guys, welcome to the 30th session of Blazor tutorials for beginners. In this session, we will learn how to validate forms in Blazor. I will continue with the example that we have created in the previous sessions. Like Razor, Blazor supports validations based on data annotations. We can use attributes like required, range, string length, etc. Now let's mark those all fields required. Here, we just want to allow the user to enter the maximum 20 characters in full name. So use the string length attribute and pass 20. For age, we want to allow a student with 5 to 10 years. For that, we need to use range attribute and pass both limits. We made data annotation changes in our model. Now we need to enable data annotation validations in our form. For this, create data annotations validator component inside edit form. Now save the file and run the project. Open the page. And click on Submit button. Here we can see that we got red borders on fields for invalid components, but we didn't get any kind of messages. For displaying the message for a particular field, we need to use validation message. In the for parameter, we need to pass lambda expression for field property. Now copy it and paste and update it in all of the fields. Restart the project. And refresh the page. Now click on Submit button. Here we got the message about each field. Let's enter valid data in this field. Validation message goes from here as its valid field. In certain situations, we have to display a summary for all validation. For that, we can use a validation summary component. It will display all validation error in a list with proper style. Now restart. And refresh the page. Click on Submit. And here we got a list of errors. If we check in the console, it does not print content that we have written invalid submit event because this is invalid submit. If you have to perform any extra operations on invalid submit, then you need to listen for on invalid submit. Create this listener on invalid submit. Here again, I just write text on the console. Now save the file and start the project. And refresh the page. Click on Submit, and here we got invalid submit in the console. Let's see what we have learned in this session. Blazor supports data annotation validations, so we need to use attributes on the model. Here I have used required, string length, and range. Here is our form, in which we listen for on invalid submit along with the on valid submit event. To enable data annotation validation, we need to use data annotations validator component within the edit form. For display validation summary, we need to use the validation summary component. And for individual validation message, we can use the validation message component. And within for property, we need to pass lambda expression. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubts, please feel free to contact me. Have a nice day.